I'm working on a new book. This one came out about 10 years ago, Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant. And it's a very evergreen book. It's not dated, but it will give you a real insight into um, what it was like to be a stewardess back in the 60s. I touch on that. I touch on my spiritual journey of awakening and the different things that happened to me along the way that had me experience a spiritually transformative experience, a spiritual awakening in my 20s, which was very, very life-changing. Once that happens to you, and you never know when it'll happen, if you're prepared for it, you can't really prepare. When it happened to me, it really took me by surprise. At first, I thought, this must happen to everyone, and I'm just late for the party. But then I found out, no, other people aren't really relating to what I'm telling them about how I just had a spontaneous healing of a terrible diagnosis. And I've lost my fear of my body. And I'm more interested now in finding out more about the spiritual realm than the material. Well, that's what happens when you have a spiritual awakening. It's a process, though. I mean, it can be a slow process, a quick process. You just never know how it's going to happen. Everybody's different. But I'm writing one now about manifesting, and hopefully it'll be out pretty soon. Might take a couple of more months, but to put it together and get it on Amazon. But it's all about personal experiences of spontaneous healings, spiritual healings, manifesting, health, wealth, and happiness. Those are the three biggies. Within those biggies, there are a lot of subcategories that you can go into. And I'm going to give you a lot of examples of how people have transformed their lives. People that I've trained, a few thousand people in how to shift their consciousness and go into that alpha level where you can use your creative imagination to visualize and make things happen. And I've also, studied deeply the teachings of Christian mystic Mary Baker Eddy, who founded a global religion, and many of the other mystics. I just love studying everyone. I think there's something to be said for every religion, every teacher. There's, billions of people on the planet. We're all different and we all resonate with different teachings. But there is a universality to it all, in that there's only one God, there's one mind, we're all part of that oneness. And when we get to that place where we're at that level of consciousness, where there are no problems and we're living in the realm of the real, we can do some pretty amazing things. Welcome to the time of the Great Awakening.